Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play this game. Let's Play. Sorry, I'm trying to get my timer set up properly here. It's Lost Odyssey, and I'm Serious JG. I'm doing a different setup than usual. I'm got it where I can actually see my walkthrough. Hopefully, it won't be quite as cumbersome. I am going to be pretty walkthrough heavy on this game just because there's a lot of little stuff to miss. Um, I'm not really looking for surprises out of this game. I've played through it before. I'm curious how much I'm going to enjoy this game, to tell you the truth, because I remember even playing it at the time, I couldn't get into the characters, like the voice acting. Something about it, it didn't seem quite as, on as Final Fantasy X. But I liked it a lot anyway, and I think part of that may have been that there'd been a pretty long drought for me. Other than Final Fantasy X-2, I think Final Fantasy X and then this game and then Final Fantasy X-2 and like not a lot of like this kind of traditional JRPG. So when I played this, I was like, "Oh man, it's been a while since I played a game in this genre and I enjoyed it." Because in the reviews, the thing that people knocked about this game was mostly that it had kind of very old school, uninnovative combat, but which didn't bother me at all. But I'm curious now to see. And I don't know how many videos away we are away from coming across the guy who's supposed to be endearing and have the zany lines that I remember kind of actively hating. Um, but anyway, like I said, I've got the FAQ to where I can read it from where I'm sitting. Uh, I think we've got. Sorry, I think we've got two seeds. Okay, so all right, we're on. Are we on the Central Station Square? No, we're at the Central Square Station. Okay, so we are at the Central Station Square. Or maybe we're not. Check a poster, blah blah blah. We got the girl. I think we can exit east from here. How insane's that? What the fudge? You guys got anything to say? No more waste of time. Get moving. Yeah, these escort guys are not happy that I've been going around checking behind every poster looking for seeds. But if this is the Central Station Square, then yep, we are right where we're supposed to be. They're still walking. Yes, indeed, walking. Let's go to the main street. The council hall is getting close. Only sure walk the council wants to go to the main street. Let's move. Battle of the Highlands of Wall took a nasty turn. All the soldiers in the city are on the edge and stern looking. We actually, out of the 99 seeds that are the collectible item for this game, almost 20 are actually in this first city. But there's one that's in a place that if we don't get it during our initial visit, it's locked until disc 4. I don't think any of the seeds... Oh, I might be wrong. I'm not sure if any of them are permanently missable. But you can really make it so that the rewards you get for them are greatly delayed if you aren't kind of grabbing them as you go. So on this screen, Whetstone Angel's plume and the seed is on a poster. So yeah, it's just a game that's really encouraging us to kick garbage cans a lot. I kicked. How much do you want me to kick it? He's Jovial Holmes, the homeboy. All the soldiers have been acting so also lately. They could at least loosen up a bit when they're shopping. Don't you think so, Watson? Jovial Watson. There's a poster. Can I get back to where it is? No. It's hard for regular folks to take that monorail nowadays. Most people take magic taxis. Well, that sounds pretty good, actually. It's like Cash Cab, but magic. I had to walk everywhere when I was young. What would happen to the young today if magic was taken away? Yeah, they'd probably be boring old farts like you. This war was cut drastically into our clientele. Hopefully, we'll have our old bustling city back before long. Your clientele for what? This guy's a magic car maniac. He's Kutaran. He's like some kind of Klingon. Hey there, what do you think is Beauty? A real car running on a magic engine. I am Kutaran, son of Butaran. Right, so I missed something, because I was supposed to find an angel's plume. But the key is the main thing. There's one more metal statue on the left side of the fountain. It contains key seed. Oh, there's 2 key seeds on the screen, so I gotta get them all. Hey, it's worried Raul Julia. The war will undoubtedly end after such a horrible tragedy. The council is apparently convened for emergency talks. Game over. I'm, of course, talking about his most famous role, which was M. Bison. You know, no role that Raul Julia played that's better remembered than that. Well, I suppose there was Fingal, Aram Fingal. It's Licia. Monorail is free because it's wartime. Those guards on watch freak me out a little. Yeah, she is dissatisfied, isn't she? This is the boarding area for magic taxis. Unfortunately, it's out of service at this time due to orders from above. Yeah, out of service to me because they want me to go brief them about stuff. Alright, where's this other seed that I was supposed to get? Metal statue to the left of the fountain. Okay, so it's not that much going on in this screen. I'm just making it take forever by checking so closely for everything. So we missed a whetstone, or not a whetstone. We got a whetstone. We missed so just we could again. Is it this thing? I'm just curious. I'm trying to get used to Split, Draki, the Dork, Infinity's descriptions. But we definitely missed a angel's plume. Kick the small metal pillars for 2 times whetstone, comma, angel plume. So I feel like over here I got one, and maybe I got them both at one time and didn't notice. I need to get on with my life here. Alright. Go east and examine the poster near Lost Nook for a wind seal leaf. So apparently we missed a poster too. Or there's just an area. Am I just not paying attention? Am I getting these things and not registering it? Because I got 4 seeds, which I'm supposed to have. But a wind seal seed. Go east and examine a poster near Lost Nook for a wind seal leaf. Then exit east. So... Oh, I see. Yeah, you lost Nook? Yeah, this is to the station, but then you suddenly stopped moving forward because you wanted to find wind seal leaf. Now watch wind seal leaf just be some garbage. Yeah, this stuff doesn't even go in your inventory. The ring assembly stuff. Oh well. What the hell, man? Hurry the F up! They seem to say. Okay, now I'm not in control anymore, and I think some scenes are going to unfold. But when am I going to find all the seeds on the screen? No! It's a tragedy. There are going to be entire dungeons with no seeds. Those are going to be amazing how freeform it all is.
Well done. You may leave.
Well done.
Lieutenant Kaya Marganar, we thank you for a job well done.
Now leave. Okay, I meant to say this at the beginning of the video, actually. So you know how? So there's a guy. His character name is Gongora, the guy with the blonde hair and the big, thick eyebrows. And I was kind of like talking about him a lot and joking about, like in his first scene, it's kind of fun because he's apparently in charge of the Grand Staff project, and someone's like, I think Grand Staff might have pulled meteors out of the sky and crushed people, and he just looked so hurt. He was like, what? Um, if you're like, why are you fixating on this guy so much? It's in large part the eyebrows, although there's also like guy looks like he's having a heart attack as he talks, and guy with multiple beards. He's got like kind of like um, truck nut beards, truck nuts beard. Um, but if you're like JG, why are you telegraphing Gongora? The cover art on the actual game box. Um, because this is from the era, and I guess it's still like this. The games are CDs and they come in sleeves for like DVD boxes. My niece, adorably, after losing at least two of the Switch games I bought her as presents over the years, um, when her mom, her mom found some of the Switch games that had been lost in like the sort of the inside car door little sleeve thing. And when my niece, who is now 11, saw the size of those things and saw the giant, the tiny little Switch games and this giant thing that it comes in, she was like, "Oh, those are so you don't lose them." That's why they come in these big sleeves, even though the games themselves are tiny. But anyway, the actual cover art on the Lost Odyssey box features in the center, staring at you, or the camera rather, Kime, the main character. To Kime's right, or to Kime's left, kind of looking off to screen right of the picture, is the woman that we encountered on that bus. Uh, who was like telegraphed as being important and kind of recognized us. And to Kime's right, looking off to screen left, the blonde guy with the eyebrows, Gongora. So please forgive me if I'm telegraphing that Gongora is important. Before you even put the disc in your PlayStation, you are looking at cover art where it's like, hey, look, here, these are apparently the three main characters.
I am Roxium, chairman of the Central Council of Ubar.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the
Well,
riot
Lieutenant,
dress.
it seems people are calling you the Immortal.
Did you want to
We've
introduce
heard there were
yourself, by the
almost
way?
no
No?
survivors
I
for
guess I
Ubar
already
Kent
introduced you.
after the meteor crashed on the Highlands. And yet, you appear to be unharmed, even though you were presumably at the precise point of impact.
What we're saying is you're
Tell
evil
me,
and we're going to kill
how
you.
did you survive?
I don't know.
What? Okay, never mind.
My lord, please allow me to explain.
Oh, hey, Gongora knows what's going on. Also, Gongora is patiently going to wait for me to advance the dialogue, so this is great. Gongora really actually is my favorite character now because he's making it much easier for me to just monologue endlessly while you guys are waiting for the next line of dialogue without having to pause.
Fine. Speak.
Thank you, my lord. Actually, this man is immortal thanks to my magic energy. He is under a spell of immortality that I conjured.
Oh, well, that explains it then. Okay, glad we solved that mystery. You can go now, Kime. Thanks.
I wish to know more. This immortality spell. How does it work?
But that's a pretty chill reaction. It's not like, oh, so you're playing God, Gongora. Excellent. No, I don't know why now I make him sound like Hideyoshi. It's just like he very quickly kind of gets to, I'd like to be immortal. What's going on with the like triple beard? It looks like he's got some kind of like goth, cool skull things on his back, but they've all got little beards.
I don't
Three.
know.
I didn't ask you. I was asking Gongora. I mean, obviously, you're just some tool that he gave immortality to. I'd like to know how he did that, though.
What? Are you saying that you don't know about the spell cast on you?
Gongora, are you casting immortality spells on people without their will, without consent? That's just immoral. Yeah, why isn't Gongora answering the questions here?
I recalled nothing.
I'm afraid that we gave him immortality through GF, Guardian Forces. They make you amnesiac and also cause you to live in an orphanage with the rest of your party members. Final Fantasy VIII. You were a great game, too.
My lord, this man has lost his memory. However, he is skilled in magic energy. so I have been studying his abilities.
Well, this Gongora guy's got an answer for everything. This man has lost his energy, his memory. However, I've been studying him. Like they're not. He's not really trying to come up with a cohesive, explanation for this.
Then what can you tell us, Gongora?
I'm sorry, my lord. I've also lost my memory, but I'm skilled in magic energy.
With all due respect, my lord, the spell is a curse. It is said that merely hearing it brings death near. For the safety of everyone, it is better that the spell be kept secret.
Oh, so the spell that makes it so you can't die brings death near. It's all tracking. Gongora, I ask you now to get pulled closer to the magnet that we have pointed towards you.
Very well. Since I trust your studied opinion, I shall take your word that we should not know the spell. Death is determined by fate, and one cannot fight it.
What? Somebody was telling me the German language version of this is particularly fun. You're going to have to tell me in the comments. And I don't even remember who said that, and this was years ago. This is probably about 4 JRPGs ago when I was floating this as a game I might play. Yeah, let me know if that makes sense in German. It probably sounds amazing in Japanese. In English, it sounds like, wait, what? Dots. Well, I trust your opinion. You're casting spells of immortality and then deciding that they are curses, and also this man has unexplained amnesia and survived meteor blasts. All this sounds good to me. You can't fight fate.
Lieutenant,
Gongora getting
since
off
it
on
seems
this.
that you cannot be killed, the Council would like to bestow a special mission on you.
Oh, this game's not going to be that difficult if we can't be killed. I suppose that's not true. It could be extremely difficult to win, but extremely easy to soft lock because your character can't die. Dots. We would like you to participate in a text parser-based puzzle game where it's easily soft locked, and you will live in an eternal hell of not being able to start your car because you didn't do the proper 4-point inspection. Thus, you'll never capture the Death Angel, and you'll never get Sweet Cheeks Marie. Now I'm referencing Police Squad. Now I'm referencing games that are not even on my channel.
We want you to go to Grandstaff.
At the Grandstaff. Give it up, give it up, give it up. No!
My lord,
What the fuck? I told you everything is great there. Why do you question Grandstaff? I've worked so hard on Grandstaff. And every little detail that doesn't fit. Meteors falling out of the sky connected to Grandstaff. Unexplained immortality spells. You just find something to be suspicious of in everything.
Gongora, you cannot keep this hidden any longer. Till now, construction has been left up to you, but we've lost contact with the site.
Well, they didn't pay their phone bill.
it's just that...
I'm so personally attached to Grandstaff, and I take it personally when people question it.
Gongora!
We're okay with unexplained immortality spells, but lack of communication with your staff? How can we monitor whether you're following HR procedures if we can't talk to your staff, Gongora?
Until we can confirm the Grandstaff project is safe, construction shall be suspended.
From the tiny steel cage. And then Grandstaff slips brass knucks down to Bobby Eaton, and he uses them in the match against the Rock and Roll Express.
Yes, my lord.
So now, Lieutenant Argonar.
You can call me Kime. It's hard enough to remember that that's my name. Lieutenant Argonar is like 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 5 times as many syllables as Kime. You suppose there's a UK English dub of this where he's Lieutenant Argonar?
You know of Grandstaff, under construction in the Sea of Bas?
I don't know anything, sir. I have like no memory.
I've heard that it's a magic staff.
I've heard that it has a magic staff and that everyone there follows HR procedures, sir.
Yes, it is. As you just heard, all communications with the site have been cut off for some time now. Considering the danger from magic energy leaks, we suspect that no one can investigate the possible cause except someone immortal.
At the beginning of your sentence, I remembered hearing that communications to the site were cut off, But by the time you were done talking, I'd forgotten that conversation because my memory is extremely poor.
Well, there is someone else.
Yeah. Wait, that's true. Didn't that lady also survive? Like, why wasn't she brought here? I thought they made a point of the fact that those two both inexplicably survived. And what about all the insane beast men? They could go investigate. The guys that we fight as random encounters there.
What did you say?
What? How dare you imply I'm not aware of all unexplained immortals that Gongora won't tell me about?
At the Wall Highlands, another immortal. Her name is Balmor.
I thought her name was Seth, and I remember thinking that was a weird name for a girl. Huh? Are you implying there's something wrong with the Grand Staff?
Well then, this other one shall accompany you. I shall summon her.
Meanwhile, guy on the far right is like scratching his chin. Who are all these other people? Why don't they talk?
Quickly, make the arrangements.
Okay, geez.
Right
man.
away, my lord.
Relax. Was that Piggy Man, or was that tall guy with hood who said that? I don't
My
know which one.
lord, pardon me for saying this.
But, and then he starts like letting loose with a bunch of incredibly racist slurs against races that don't even exist in our world.
But I'm building Grand Staff for the sake of our nation and its people.
I forgive you for saying that, Gongora. Anyway, Lieutenant Daramar, get off on your quest. Find that lady. Get it done.
Enough. We will await Khaim's return and report.
I just hope he remembers to write one. His memory is exceedingly poor.
Of course, my lord.
I just wanted to say that I'm a patriot and a scholar.
You are dismissed, Lieutenant.
So our first quest after get to this place and talk to these people is go investigate an incredibly dangerous magical thing that no one could possibly reach alive except us. Thank you for coming, Lieutenant Argonar. I have word from the chairman, Roxanne, that you are off duty until further official orders from the council. But I thought we were told to go get them. There's a fine inn just along the street for you to stay at and wait for your orders. We have already arranged for the council to contact you there. But have you arranged for my room at the inn to be paid for? You can check the location of inns and shops with a navigation map at the top right corner of the screen. You can also zoom in and out by pressing the back button. Excuse me, I think this is all covering for the fact that Khaim does not actually have a home. Do we have money? We have 370 P-Gook, which I don't think is money. Yeah, money would probably be gold. JG. We have 1,095 gold, and I have a sneaking suspicion we started with 1,000, and I got 95 by fighting insane beastmen. Alright, well, now we had our scene. So we can go west until the screen shifts, then check a poster for a wind seal leaf. Okay, so apparently there's nothing going on here. Might as well throw down a save. Jack, would you like to save? Seeing as it is possible I missed, I'm not even sure I missed an Angel's Plume, but I'm also pretty sure that they are not game critical items, so we will throw down a save. Also, this area I think is our main place to, until we fight our way to the next town. I believe we get to come back here and, you know, do shopping and save at inns and all that kind of crap, so. I want to go back in there and talk to those guys. I want to see if the picky guy will say anything. I was allowed in here without an official summons for the council. Thank you for cooperation. Ah, then Argonar, you look pale. Are you staying over at the inn? The chairman wanted you to be fully rested. I don't look pale. I'm fair-skinned, okay? Sure. Council Chairman Roxanne is the became a republic 12 years ago. He's fast talker. Persistent soldier Zoff. Street is closed. Use the other street over there. Through all, since we changed from monarchy to republic, and I think it's made a big difference. Things are easier now. You know, I'm saying this is my first RPG since Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2, but we definitely did the one with the Quiddities and Baltiar the pirate with his bunny girlfriend with the wedgie. None of these were the main characters, by the way. Which also, I think, you talk to people and they would go, Highlands of Woe wiped out by a meteor. Was it magic energy? Yeah, yes. Yes, it was. Can we even go this? No. Okay. Is this the same angle on the same screen we're at? Hey, can I tell you a secret? There wasn't any magic when my grandpa was a kid. It's not a secret, kid. Can I tell you a secret? There wasn't any magic when I was a kid. That's annoying. Alright, so these... So we're in a town where there's a guy doing magic research, turning people immortal, summoning meteors, and everyone in the city is kind of like, this is scary, and we're not sure what's going on. Anyway, we got a wind seal leaf. There's going to be a mana fragment. And one of these posters. There's a magma fragment, I guess, maybe I care about. But there's a poster around here someplace that's going to give us another seed. I'm searching for my husband. He belongs to the 98th Armored Magic Troopers Division. I heard his unit was sent to battle with Kent. I'm still hopeful, but... We actually got an item from like a trooper that didn't make it. I was thinking maybe we were going to give it to her, but I guess not. This looks like it's supposed to have an item in it, and it apparently doesn't. Lord Gangar, a member of the council, is also an expert in magic energy. No one can match him on the subject or in its use. Yeah, I know. He made me immortal, and but apparently it's cursed. Well, the seed is the main thing we care about, but apparently I missed a metal pillar with a magma. No, so we need another one of those. Or this. Just basically, Kaim is a soldier who wanders around the city, kicking random objects until they cough up items. Sometimes those objects are people. Alright, we can probably call it a video here. We got some plot. I'd like to see if during this session I can get out of the city so that... I think I mentioned, this is a game that doesn't... It's a game that's weird about grinding. Like, it definitely has kind of like ceilings built in. I was reading a little bit about the DLC, which is the only thing I haven't played in the game. And there's like specific enemies that will give you experience past a point and others that won't. So it gates experience a bit, but I also do remember like learning the skills, which well, they'll explain to us later. Very important with this immortal Kaim to be effective. So I am kind of looking forward to the first time I can get out of town and maybe get a few battles under my belt off screen just to be prepared for when we start getting into the story that involves combat and stuff. So maybe we'll get out of town and be on our way. We got to travel to Grand Staff, after all. It's a dangerous journey full of danger and danger, so hopefully we'll be getting onto that fairly soon. Thanks for watching.